What's up, Mapsters? This is Ryan with Code Mapsters, and welcome to another video in our QGIS 3.0 from Zero to Map series. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to add an Esri map server or feature server to your QGIS project. Esri has actually put together a really great resource that is available for anyone to use, and it's called the Living Atlas. So they have a lot of different feature services, map servers available that can be consumed by anybody. And I think it's a really great way to get base data into your map or add data that might be on an open data portal that is hosted with Esri on the back end. So the map servers are like tile layer servers. So it's going to be similar to what you get out of Google Maps or OpenStreetMaps. You're going to be able to use tiles that have been pre-rendered, so you can't change how they look, but they'll have multiple zoom levels and they should look great. So today I'll be showing you how to add these to your QGIS project, how to find them on the web, and what you can do with them. So let's dive into QGIS and get started. Alright, so once you get into QGIS, you'll see in the browser on the bottom left, there's ArcGIS Map Server and ArcGIS Feature Servers. So we're going to start with the map servers, which are the base map layers. So if we just right click, hit New Connection, and I already have an address ready, so we're just going to see how easy it is to add this, Esri Nat Geo. Paste the link, and once you do that, it's going to populate on your list, and you can just double click on it, and it's ready in your project. Wow, that's pretty cool. Look at this base map. We have this ready to go, and it has tile layers for different zooms. So here we are, just zooming into the United States, Canada area. So your next question is, where did you find that link for the base data? So if you just hop on over to your browser, and in Google, I just searched for Esri Living Atlas. And once you're there, just grab the first link. And my search term was actually simple. I just searched for map server. So once I did that, you can just see the top 5. We have a street map layer, a topography layer, National Geographic layer, which is what I just showed you, a world physical map, and there's a bunch more. So you'll notice that all of these have the word tile layer in them. So this is the kind of map server that we're going to be adding. So if you want to find the link for it, just click on the one you're interested in. So once you go to the link, if you go down to the bottom right, you'll see this URL, and just click this button to copy. You'll see that it has the word map server in the end, and this is what we want. So now if we grab this link and jump back to QGIS, we can just add it in the same way as before. So that was in the browser, ArcGIS Map Server, right click, New Connection. Paste the URL, and you're good to go. So once the streets layer is loaded, you'll notice it still has the nice base data, but let's start zooming in and take a look at some of these roads. And you can see that we can just zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, and we get a lot of detail as we keep going in. So this is another, if your project has a lot of road data required for it, this could be a really good base map for you to use. So let's load up the world physical map, and here you're going to notice that we were zoomed in and it's really blurry. And that's because this layer doesn't have the same resolution of data as the other one. So let's pop back out to try and get a bit more of a feeling for this layer. So it's the physical features of the world, so it really shows mountains, lakes, topography, things like that. It'd be a great base map if you're working with environmental data. Alright, so the next thing I look at is a feature server. So these are more vector data, so thinking of features that have points, lines, and polygons. I've also noticed that working with these, since they're vector data instead of a tile server, they're a bit slower to work with. So to find a feature service, I went back to the Living Atlas, and here I'm going to try and find something for world census, see if anything comes up. And you'll notice here the filters, so I switched this to layers because we're not looking for those same tiles. So these are image services, it's not what I wanted, tile layer, tile layer. And here we have some with the word feature layer in them. So I'm going to go ahead and see if we can add this one. So again, click on the link. And if you go down here to the URL, so this time we're going to go back into the browser, go to ArcGIS Feature Servers, right-click New Connection, and here we're going to go Esri layer, and I'm going to put that URL we just copied, hit OK, and expand it up. And so there's actually a few things in this, so we'll just try loading up this the first one here. You can see something starting to load. I'm just going to zoom in, try to speed this up a bit. And you can see here that we're getting urban layers. It's got a bit of a load time, but it's building up. And the data from a feature service can also have attributes, so you can actually right-click it and go to the open attribute table. And sometimes they don't load perfectly. So the last one I have to show you is from San Diego. It's San Diego Emergency Management Feature Service. It's got some files like evacuation centers, fire perimeters, things like that. This is something that could be up to date. Unfortunately, this one's not live, it doesn't look like, so I don't know if they've abandoned this. But the cool part is if you find a feature service from anywhere on the web, you can add it to your QGIS project right away. Alright, so thanks again for joining us today in another video in our QGIS from Zero to Map series. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe below so we can keep bringing you more content. Thanks again.